All right, so I decided to try out every single weapon in the Monster Hunter Wilds beta. This is what I thought, and this is how it went. All right, the Insect Glaive. Fortunately for me, this is my bread and butter, my main weapon. And let me tell you, I am super stoked on some of the changes. Originally, when the beta first came out, I was pretty upset, not gonna lie, about taking away the vault dance, or whatever it's called. That's what I'm gonna call it. I was like, well, you're kind of taking away something that's makes this weapon so unique, and it's like has its own personality. Like, yeah, it's cool. You get another kind of like hold this button for a little fancy dance move, and you get some, I mean, rising spiral slash, pretty flashy, like, you know, shooting up in the air, and you can pair it with some cool combos. But I almost thought about changing my weapon a little bit, but it's nice to know that they're bringing back the option to kind of have this aerial kind of approach with a melee weapon. So I just can't wait for this game to be out so I can really mesh things together and just have a goddamn blast. I don't know. Just to me, this weapon is so much fun. A lot of people say it's super complicated. I mean, I have been playing it since the release of World, so maybe that's why I just don't really agree too much with the complications. Maybe I'm just super used to it, or maybe I just like complicated things. I don't know. It's not, I think, as bad as a lot of people say. It does look pretty intimidating when you're like, when you have no idea of what's going on. Let's say if you're watching a video and you're like, oh my god, this is just going everywhere. But screw around with it for an hour or two, I think you're good. You just need to just understand it a small little bit, and then you'll just be having a blast, just flying around, fucking doing flips and tricks, whatever the hell you want to call it. But it's, to me, it always will be one of the funnest weapons. I think, if not the funnest weapons I'll ever play in this series. With all the ways now to just combo everything and do just different moves, and hell, they look great. I'm very easily amused. But let's get to how it went. After playing around with it for a couple of hours, you know, I did feel like there was just this one definitive kind of loop you do, which is get your 3 buffs, do some damage, and then get off your rising spiraling slash. And then hopefully if you're in the air, off a wound, get your 3 buffs back, just repeat, do it over again. Well, that may not be so bad for most. I don't know. It just really seemed that there wasn't many other options to do. So hopefully with the kind of the aerial kind of thing coming, go back to what it was before, it'd be nice for that little change up. All in all, I still super enjoy this weapon. Even if like the vault dance in the air wasn't coming back, it still is and will be my first weapon of this game. Like, I'll play through the whole game with it. So honestly, if you haven't tried this weapon, I would give it a shot. I don't know. I super enjoy it, and I think everyone else will. It does take a little bit of learning, but once you get it down, it's really not that bad. It's not as complicated as I think everyone kind of looks at it or says. Also, I do stream on Twitch every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 7 p.m. PST. My Twitch is FriendsLevel0, so that's twitch.tv/FriendsLevel0. I'd be super grateful for any support I get for the channel as well, so thanks in advance, and I hope to see you there.